Hey guys, hope you're having a beautiful day so far. I want to speak to you today about human and non-human souls, what that means and how it ties in with the whole chakra deception. Some of you may have seen previous videos where I talk about the chakras basically being like plugs to lock us into these entities that feed us, that feed on human fear, negative emotions, negative vibrations, which is why there's so much fear and scarcity and poverty in this reality, because these entities feed off of it. And how they're doing it is they are locking in on the chakras, which are artificial. We do have 3 natural chakras, which are our Dantian points, one around the third eye, one in the heart, and one around the solar plexus. So we do still have these vortexes. It's not to say that we don't have, I don't really like the term chakras, but we do have these vortexes. It's just they're not artificial, so source energy is not segregated by the 7 ones that we've been told are so fantastic by the wonderful New Age movement, which leads many of people down a cul-de-sac. So what I want to talk to you specifically about in this video is just the levels of hijacking that this matrix system will go to stop people, specifically people that are on their purpose, trying to bring awareness into this world and trying to make this place a better reality. Basically what we have human souls and we have non-human souls. And now the human souls, many of which have been stuck in this soul mill. Now I've done another video about the soul mill. You can YouTube that, just put Tony Sayers soul mill, where I talk about this reality is like a soul recycling. So when we die, we get given the false white light, we get sat down with our end of life appraisal. You know, you did really well, Tony, but you know, you really made this person feel bad, and you know, well, you can get another chance, we'll give you another chance, and you can go back down to earth. And you know, what they're really saying is you go back to earth to be used as a battery, so your fear energy and your negative emotions can be used for them again. So a lot of the human souls have been cycling around and round, and this is what the whole reincarnation thing is, stuck in this loop, okay, because they're being deceived when they die. These entities they're master deceivers, so they will present themselves as whatever was important in that person's life. So be it a God, Jesus, a family member, Buddha, and you know, they will lure them in, and then you get sat down, and then you back down as soon as you know it again for another round on Planet Crazy. And then obviously what they're doing is they're locking into people via the chakras, telling everyone that these are amazing, and so we're just a constant source of food, basically. But specifically the non-human souls. So we have the human souls that have been on this recycling wheel for millennia probably. What's happening now is that there are non-human souls that are coming down. These are souls that have volunteered to help with raising the vibration of the planet. So many of them are coming from higher dimensions, different planetary systems, where it's more of based in unconditional love, selflessness, sacrifice, and they understand that we all are a galactic family, and many of them are coming down now from that space of unconditional love to help with this battle that we're in, basically. Now what is happening is and sorry, just on that, this has been spoken about by many people, talking of like the crystal children, the indigo children, these kids that are coming in now with the higher awareness, the higher knowing. Many of these non-human souls have psychic abilities, they have very, very strong intuition, very, very powerful souls coming out. And that's not to say that human souls aren't powerful and they don't have the ability that the non-human souls, it's just the human souls have been recycled so much, they've been mind controlled so much that they have lost the connection, not completely, but you only have to look around and walk around your local town centre to see that many human souls are completely, almost disconnected and completely lost. So now is the time of the non-human souls, and what is happening is they are being heavily targeted by the Matrix. So let me give you an example. How they're doing it, and this is going to upset a lot of people, is the astrological signs are basically a barcoding system for the Matrix. So they can see what kind of personality, what kind of soul this is going to be. Is it going to be causing them a problem? If so, that is when they will target them heavily. Now, what is happening is so as a non-human soul, you choose your parents, right? So what this Matrix has the ability to do is it can see the soul coming down into the body, okay? And at the last minute it will bump that soul into a dysfunctional family. So they might end up in a very abusive family, physically, sexually, so they end up having a hell of a lot of trauma, and then basically they go through life just in complete turmoil. Some may turn to alcohol or drugs, and really just completely off their path, which is exactly what the Matrix set out to do from the outset. So it's actually quite a sad thing that's going on. But when I speak to people, especially people that I work on in energy healing sessions or inner child sessions, it tends to resonate a lot with a lot of these people because they're drawn to the kind of work that I'm doing right now. So if you're someone that has had a really traumatic life, now I'm not saying this is definitely the case, but it could well be a possibility that you've been targeted from birth. And what I want to say is that no matter how bad it has been, you are still here now, and you are still trying to be and trying to walk your highest path. You wouldn't be watching this video otherwise. So in a way it's a backhanded compliment, as sad as it is. And I find that when we have these discussions with people, although it doesn't heal the trauma that they went through, excuse the bike in the background, God, they're so loud, although it doesn't totally heal the trauma of the person and what they went through, it brings some understanding as to why it happened. And the why it happened is because you are a very powerful soul that probably has many abilities that is a threat to the Matrix. And it's quite often that these people are, it's kind of like one thing after another. Just when they seem to be getting straight in life, they seem to be making headway, boom, something will come in. There's always something that will knock them off the path. And that is because the type of soul that is a non-human soul, they don't want those souls on their path, because if those souls are on their path, it's a nightmare for the Matrix. So I just wanted to bring that to people's awareness, and maybe it will give you some understanding about your own life. Like I'm saying, you know, I'm not saying that everyone that's had a hard upbringing is a non-human soul, but it's quite often that this is the case. And actually some souls don't even feel like they were born into the right family. That also happens a lot in the sessions that I have. So something to think about. And yeah, so I talk more about this kind of stuff, empowering and sovereign information, in my new book. If those of you haven't heard about it, it's called Are You Living or Just Existing? And you can find that on Amazon, Kindle, it's on Smashwords to download as an ebook, or you can buy it directly via my website, which is transcendingtimes.org, if you're interested in that. And I talk about whole loads of techniques that the Matrix get up to, and how we can find solutions to that. So that might interest some of you. And yeah, I'll drop my email in below as well for anyone that wants to contact me. But yeah, have a think about that, guys. It all ties in together. I'm going to be speaking more and more of this metaphysical manipulations that we're under. There's so much to talk about that we're finding, and But I wanted to talk about that today because it can bring some understanding to people that may have had quite a difficult life. So yeah, have a fantastic day, and I will speak to you very soon. If you haven't subscribed already, please hit the button down below and the bell button, because I'm uploading videos now twice a week, which is good. And yeah, just have a fantastic week, and I will speak to you soon. Take care. Bye.